The Critical Hit podcast contains foul language, sexual subjects, and other things that are inappropriate for children. Content warnings can be found in the episode description. Hello, world, and welcome to another episode of Critical Hit, the Foul Mouth podcast where we talk about everything. I am your host, Red King, and with me always is Crimson and Chrono Warden.
Brought to you by Dr. Pepper.
That was really weird.
Hey, fucking thought bots, man.
Back at it again on the...
I'm on the Twitter right now, and I'm like, oh, hey, we have 36 followers. Five notifications. Thought bots. I'm like, for fuck's sake.
Go follow the Twitter. Give us some real
Tonight, it's only two remain. It is the top 10 in our favorite games of all time. We are on number 2, part 9, for anybody who's wondering if I was going to drop that ball.
like you have like the past 2 times.
Nah, I got this fucking locked in.
You're welcome. I told you what to save the file at.
Yeah. Before recording, it's a little thing called prep, and it's amazing. Are you guys ready? We're ready.
Let's crush it.
We are Critical Hit, and Top 10 Gaming Part 9 starts now!
Crushinator just wants love, Papa.
That was amazing. That was.
Damn it. I wasn't prepared for that.
Futurama.
Yo, I was watching Futurama recently, like the last 2 days, and oh my gosh, dude, that show is gold.
Yeah. So, like, actually, that'll be the perfect before we begin, right? I have found that there's kind of like that, like these packs of shows,
Yeah.
all by basically the same like bunch of people in the same like art style or whatever, or even writers. And you have like Futurama, Simpsons, and Disenchanted was one.
Yeah.
Yep,
Back raining.
Yeah, Disenchanted was crazy. People did not. They kind of slept on that fucking one.
Yeah, I actually thought that one was good. Like
They were
actually-
expecting it to be goofy and fucking like, but it's not.
Yeah,
It actually is fairly serious.
it's like
Okay, Futurama is also fairly serious and goofy as fuck.
For real, yes.
Futurama, be making me
Futurama is
cry.
a better show than The Simpsons.
By a fucking huge margin.
Yep. Like, listen, Futurama makes you cry a lot.
Yeah.
It
It's
does
like
go hard. It goes like unnecessarily
for no
hard.
fucking reason, dude. Like, if there's a flashback episode or a time travel episode,
Fucking Leela's parents
Yep.
give her up because she just
my
looks like
gosh.
an alien, and they're like, "We're mutants." So
Oh my gosh, that was fucking crazy.
like you're gonna get fucked in your emotions.
I think like the Family Guy kind of cast of shows. American Dad is definitely the best.
I agree.
With-
American
without
Dad
a
was fucking
doubt, dude.
great.
No, they did. I don't know who it is or like who's zesting up the writers' room there, but like, dude, like
The timing on that shit is insane.
I'm more willing to bet they're just like, all right, since this is on later in the night, Seth, you and all the writers can just blaze up.
Yep.
You
Just
can't
like
do that for Family Guy, but American Dad.
just toked and going like so far the fuck off.
Yeah, dude.
Fucking South Park making fun of Family Guy is still one of my favorite things.
So the thing that gets me though, because South Park is one of those shows, man, because it's gone on for such a long time. You expect it to start sucking, because like that's kind of what happened with Family Guy. Is like
And The Simpsons.
yeah, and
Yeah.
the Simpsons sucks in a different way. Like Family Guy sucks in the way that like I don't even think there's effort going on there anymore.
But it's insane because Family Guy will at least like throw some crazy, like stupid shock value joke out,
Yeah.
and maybe you'll get a chuckle. I think The Simpsons probably has a record going for the longest amount of episodes where they don't fucking tell a joke. it is insane. They have a guest star, and they just do something. There's like nothing going on.
Yep.
It's insane.
No, you're right about and like the guest star is always like, how can I put it? It's like the most boiled down version of the actual person.
Yeah, like they're not doing any of the shit that like they get notoriety for or like even infamy for in sometimes.
Yeah.
Like they would probably do a Drake episode and all he would be doing is singing Hotline Bling.
Yeah.
R. Kelly.
Which there's
they could do an R. Kelly episode and not even touch the fact that he's in prison currently.
Right, he'd be going after adult women to pee on them.
Yeah. They wouldn't like that's a crazy thing about the writers for The Simpsons is they wouldn't even make the piss joke.
Yeah, they couldn't. I feel like they're
It's
at
insane.
this weird like
They do nothing.
yeah. And considering it as adult comedy,
Golden showers bring prison flowers.
to be fair, that'd be like a regular shower for The Simpsons if you think about it. They're always
like tinted.
except for a handful of them. So
Except for the ethnic ones.
That actually have realistic skin tones. Everyone else is drawing this.
I do want to point out that's a little weird. It's like, okay, fantasy, like cartoon thing, everybody who's white is yellow. And then like
Because yes, the doctor is black, his wife is black. They have a daughter, right?
I think so, yes.
yeah.
And then
Apu.
and his whole family.
Yep.
And I think that's it.
No, they have that.
Lenny. No. Who was the other guy besides Lenny?
Carl.
Yep.
They
Bert
have
and Ernie.
Yeah.
in a lot of very similar ways. A lot of different ways. They're like Bert and Ernie. They had that Mexican bee.
Oh yeah.
But I don't even think they do that character anymore.
Yep. No, I think that, like, because the kind of packets of cartoons, like, I think that you have, like the Rick and Morty packet, I'll call it. Because they have, like, solar opposites. It's Rick and Morty solar opposites, and that one that was on Netflix for a while. It was like, because the scientist's name was, like, Reagan or something like that, and she, like, worked for like the Secret Service of the United States and all that
I
shit.
do know what you're talking about. I do not know the name of that show.
That show was actually great.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, no, I love that show. Shit was hilarious. But I think that because the super spy dude, he was like just a jabroni. Like he was a real dude, bro. And it was hilarious.
That's hilarious.
But no, I think that because you look at Rick and Morty, it kind of like fell off a little bit. Like, I still kind of like Rick and Morty, but it definitely fell off. And Solar Opposites was like literally the exact same character lineup, but they were like aliens. And then all that crazy shit happened with
Roiland
there, and then they replaced the main voice actor for like the main character dude. I forget his name. But and they made him like full on British.
That's really,
which was really weird. I can't remember how they explained it in story, but like
he was method acting.
Yeah.
no, he got hit in the head and got that.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Is that what they did?
Yeah, I think it was kind of like in that vein. And like, dude, I'm like that. Those shows are actually decent, most of them, but like Rick and Morty fell off. And I think this is kind of like the worst packet we've had. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I think like the existential Doctor Whoism type of comedy is
fair. Yeah, that is kind of a packet right now.
Oh, speaking of which, dude, I'm kind of jumping all over the place. But did you see the fucking Doctor Who on Disney Plus?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's there, but
So I didn't watch it, but I saw the preview for it, and I'm like, now Doctor Who is on fucking Disney Plus.
Yeah, there goes the fucking neighborhood.
Yeah, like because like Doctor Who is kind of one of those.
It ain't Disney.
No,
well, no, they got the streaming rights,
Right, and they're gonna. I know they're gonna fucking ruin it.
Well, no, they don't own Doctor Who. They got the streaming rights in the US.
Oh.
It's still a BBC production.
Well, the thing
that might do it.
the thing I don't like about it though is that whenever Disney starts doing anything, if they pump money into anything.
So they're going to have streaming rights this season. They're going to produce the next season.
Well, here's the thing, right? So outside of the US, the newest seasons of Bleach stream on Disney Plus. In the US, it's Hulu, which is still owned by Disney. But
right.
You fuckers.
Like Disney Plus, let's watch the most brutal fucking season of Bleach that we fucking have.
That's a little. Do they censor it at all?
No.
Wow. Okay.
No.
Good for them. Not what I expected.
Full pickle.
Full pickle is just fucking Goofy's
But-
nose.
I think we need another President Taft to come along.
Okay. Who's President Taft?
So you may know him as the president that got stuck in the bathtub. However, he was Theodore Roosevelt's vice president. And so that was the big thing back then, right? Was all these companies were making massive acquisitions. Your Cornelius Vanderbilts, your Henry Fords, all those companies were just buying everything and just becoming monopolies. And we have antitrust laws because of this.
Okay.
Now, we're in a very similar time period a century later, basically, right? You've got Microsoft buying all this shit, Sony's buying all this shit, Disney is buying all this shit. We're on our way to the one corporation of like Wayland Yutani.
Let's not.
So, the thing about William Taft is that he actually broke up like 100-something monopolies in his time as president, compared to like the 50, 60-something that Theodore Roosevelt did.
Holy shit.
So he was actually better at breaking up corporate monopolies than Theodore Roosevelt was. And he only had one term, if I remember right.
What the fuck? Well, why?
So what happened
Probably
is...
because all those Monopoly guys were like...
Well, no. So what happened is William McKinley was assassinated, right? Theodore Roosevelt was his vice president. So he counted that as his first term, because he had like 3 years in it. Then he ran and picked Taft as his vice president. Did his 4 years, which should put it in 1912. Or is it 1908? It's one of those two. But Taft, he said, I'm done. Then Taft ran and won. And then Roosevelt didn't like the way Taft ran the country. So he ran again. He formed the Bull Moose Party and ran against Taft and split their voter base, allowing Woodrow Wilson to get in.
Dude, hold on. So
Never split the base.
the fact that you just recited that like nothing. Like, I'm sitting here like, okay, I'm going to believe everything you just said because I don't know anything about our history. Like, I heard the names, but you know what? You know where I remember the name Taft from? Is like, it was an episode of Game Grumps. And like, because Aaron was trying to talk about, William Taft, and he just kept on calling him like Henry and Howard, and he was like Henry Howard Taft.
So yes, it was Taft was the 1908 election because he started in 1909.
Oh, you don't miss.
So Wilson was
He doesn't miss, yeah.
12 to 20.
Well, there you go. Not only did you tune into this podcast to fucking be entertained and hear us dunk on Family Guy, because it's a shitty ass show. Fuck you for that. You also got learned in some presidential history, so you're fucking welcome.
They shouldn't do it in all of them. They should just do it in the sports games because that would add to the realism.
Or they don't do that.
I mean, they could not do it at
They
all.
can do. You want to know what? They can do advertisements.
Realistically,
As long as the advertisements are like those really, really thirsty ones on Facebook.
So here's the thing,
Scrubbing
right?
bubbles.
One of the things is I've seen where like someone did like a mock-up of like you're in an intense scene in an RPG and then a full screen ad just pops up, or you're doing a QTE and it pops up.
Bro, if that happens, I will never buy
But
another game.
here's what I think needs to happen with sports games. They need to switch to free to play because they make all their money on Ultimate Teams. What the fuck is the point of, instead of pumping money in every year, just make one that you can just do updates to graphics and fucking rosters on all the time.
Yeah.
And you can just do ultimate teams forever and put ads in that.
Yeah.
Or they could stop being fuckboys and just re-release Tecmo Bowl. Oh that game is poetry.
Tecmo Bowl is
The problem there is can Tecmo Bowl actually release? Was it considered simulation football?
Nope.
Okay, then they could come out with it.
Yeah, because that's the other thing is how can you, we're talking about monopolies, many monopolize fucking sports games. Like,
Insane.
Well, because EA only has, which I think it's funny, they have to call it FC with the year now. They can't say FIFA because FIFA took away that license from them. But they still have the soccer player license, so it's called Football Club.
Are you fucking kidding me?
100%.
What the fucking
So
hell?
EA actually lost the license from the Federation International Football Association or whatever the fuck that acronym breaks out to.
I think that's exactly what that is.
don't miss.
But they were like, no, your game has been such shit for so long, you lose that right.
Yo, British people for the win.
So now it's FC 24 now. Football Club 24.
That's fucking crazy.
That's crazy.
But they have soccer and American football. 2K, however, has basketball, wrestling.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
Oh, EA does have hockey as well, though. And then Sony has baseball for some weird fucking...
Yeah, MLB The Show.
Yeah. The show is actually good, though. They don't have an Ultimate Team bullshit thing.
Oh, that's kind of cool, though.
And, you can do, Dynasty mode and shit. The show is a lot like Madden used to be, where it's actually fun to play, because it is simulation baseball without, I'm going to ham fist your wallet and then your asshole, because you ran out of wallet.
We run out of wallet quick these days.
Yeah, dude. Have mercy on me, dude. I'm not broke because I don't fucking try. And with that, we are starting our top 10 back up. We are on number 2.
It's
Fuck
safe to
sports
say,
games.
Yep. I was gonna say it's safe to say that
My number 2 is
Madden 25.
really.
Fuck me, EA.
all of a sudden I just start railing off
Cocaine.
wow, that'd be insane. That comes before I start talking like a fully scripted advertisement. And I start yelling over people as I speak.
New from EA Madden 25. Go fuck yourself.
Fuck you, Baltimore! I don't know why
Stop calling out specific places. You fucking asshole. We want them to listen.
Yar, we're here to plunder your cheeks.
I'm throwing out. I'm going after a city, an episode, until we've covered this entire United States. Hit us on that Twitter and be like, yeah, I'm from there.
Fucking Tennessee.
Tennessee will be next week.
Fair enough.
Name a city in Tennessee besides Nashville.
Graceland. Are you fucking stupid?
Graceland, Tennessee. Doesn't that kind of sound like a thing?
No.
You can't. Whoa.
That's the fact that I think that's in Kentucky.
There's a Graceland in Kentucky? Fuck yeah.
There's a song.
There's a song called Graceland in Kentucky?
No, it's a song called Graceland.
Is it about Kentucky?
The museum is in Tennessee, but the city is not.
Fuck. Where's the city? Kentucky?
No, there's no. I don't think there's a Graceland city.
I don't know. Whatever. It sounded right, didn't it?
I don't think there.
Because
No, it's just a museum because it's on Elvis Presley Boulevard
well, something's there.
in this city in Tennessee.
The only 10 I see is these fucking fingers, both these hands. Pop, pop.
You're such a dude.
Memphis.
Ah! Damn, you're right. Memphis barbecue. Who's going first?
I'm gonna go first
Okay.
because that was a derail, and I feel like I owe it to us to get back the fuck on track.
All right. So, Red King's list. Number 10, Saints Row 3. Get your Sexcalibur here. I don't know the actual name. It is forever Sexcalibur now. The Violator, I think, right?
Yeah, it was the Violator.
I am Obi-Wan Kenobi
Oh my gosh.
with Sexcalibur. Oh, Obi-Wan Kinkobi. There we go.
Obi-Wan Dildoy.
Obi-Wan Dildobi.
There we go.
Dildobi-Wan.
Dildoy. Oh, yeah.
Okay, we did it.
Dildobi-Wan Kenobi.
Yep.
Number 9, Half-Life 2. Number 8, SSX 3. Number 7, Unreal Tournament 2004. Number 6, Final Fantasy 10. Number 5, Spore. Number 4, Pokemon Diamond version. The original. Not brilliant.
Yeah,
Those
fucking
things
bullshit.
3, Uncharted, the series.
Yeah, everyone gets one of those.
So I've got for my number 2, I have Dragon Quest 9, Sentinels of the Starry Sky.
Oh.
DS.
Okay. Oh, yo. All right.
So this game was fucking hot to death. Let's talk about it for just a minute. It was released July the 11th, 2010. So it was a day before my birthday. It was actually really cool. That was like a little fucking gift for myself.
Don't help people zero in on you.
The time is coming. You'll see our faces soon enough. Get excited.
Damn it.
Did that have to sound so threatening?
It was supposed to be like Dr. Stone. You ever watch that one?
Yes.
Dr.
but
Stone. That's a good one.
I don't. Yeah, I really kind of shanked that.
you were like, get excited.
It's because my voice is too low. Get excited. Damn. Damn.
It's fine. Keep talking.
Yeah, man.
We're talking like we've been on a break, but we haven't, right?
I think this just means we're getting better.
We don't need the break for the bullshit anymore.
Yeah,
It's
we
just there.
Just fucking throw it wherever you can.
If it shits, it sticks.
Right? Just
That's a t-shirt, bro. If it shits, it sticks.
oh my fucking golly.
Oh, shit.
So this game was the first in the series to introduce 2 things. One was customizable characters, and the second thing was the multiplayer.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the multiplayer.
So the multiplayer was really fucking good.
Yeah.
I'll go over like a brief synopsis of the game, right? You play as an angelic race. You're basically angels. You're Celestians.
You got
And you-
cast out.
Yeah.
Sucked at your job.
But like, dude, we can't have you stinking off the place like that.
We have a pedigree.
Basically, you spend the whole game meddling with the affairs of mortals in an attempt to make your final jump, the jump home.
Yeah.
Damn it, dude. It's Quantum Leap.
It's Quantum Leap.
I fucking hit it.
Dr. Samuel Beckett never made it home.
Angelic Quantum. Oh, yeah.
Stop doing that. You want to know what? Every time I bring up Quantum Leap, every time I bring up Quantum Leap,
I depress you.
Every time I have a
aware.
glass of water,
It's fucking depressing, lad.
I'm watching Quantum Leap.
damn.
All right, One Direction, calm down.
That really went crazy.
It's fucking Andrew Tate, man.
Well, he's going in one direction.
Yeah. Probably prison again.
No, I meant a little bit further south.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
So the wow.
Sorry, Tate fans.
You taints.
Could you imagine if all of our listeners were Andrew Tate fans? They were just like, these guys aren't based. I quit.
To drink my sparkling water.
Why are you hitting that T so hard? Is your taint being tickled?
Taint. My word.
Yeah, Tate fans are taints.
It's that's perfect. Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
No.
Go on.
Go off then.
I don't know what's happening here.
Wah.
So, okay, back to what I was saying. The whole idea is that you're collecting it's benevolence from doing good deeds, and you're giving it back to the world tree Yggdrasil, and you and basically the figs that it grows, these fruits, they have wish granting properties.
Yep.
And the king of the Giddish Empire, that was a little on the nose there.
Yeah.
He's seeking to use these powers to just basically become a god.
See, I'm surprised you remembered the story to that game.
It's a very basic story because let's be real, most of Dragon Quest IX is post-game content.
Yeah,
It is.
this is true. That I never got to, mind you, but go ahead.
And that was the thing, because I was in a really weird best way, and for a lack of a better term, and a knowing lack of a better term, I was in a refractory period from RPGs.
Refractory.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell.
Fucking hell.
Where's my water? Stop. I'm a warrior.
It's in an enema bag.
Damn.
For him, yeah.
And that game came through at just the right time.
Glorious gains.
Damn. It came through right at the right time, where it was an RPG. It was very basic to get through the storyline, and the multiplayer in this was fucking sick.
Yeah.
So, like, as a thing, you can go to the All Trades Abbey and like change your class.
Yep.
And it made it really cool because even if you were running your character kind of as a warrior, just something. Shut your fucking mouth. As a warrior,
I am a warrior of enema.
and you were just using like regular swords and shit just to kind of like round out your party. In single player, you can still switch your class and run like a more varied party in like when you're doing the multiplayer game.
Bard is the best class.
I was doing cleric. And
You called your guy Father Dark.
yeah, like I gave him like all the blacked out shit, and he like had these really weird like dark eyes. So he looked like a priest, but he just looked evil.
Because the funny part is All Trades Abbey is actually from a different game.
Hold up. Are you serious?
Which one?
Dragon Quest 3 was the first one to allow you to change classes like that.
That's awesome.
Oh, wait. You've talked about this.
Yeah. It's called Dharma Temple in that one, but
All right. Same
Sweet.
difference. So that's cool. Because I did, that was one of the things because I never really played Dragon Quest before Dragon Quest 9. I think that might have actually been the first Dragon Quest game I've ever played.
fantastic series.
Yeah, great series, but it was a weird jumping in point now that I think about it. But it was because I was all about character customization for a while. And so was the game industry at large because everybody was fucking doing that
It
shit.
definitely had that it had the mark of that trend.
Yeah.
You know, it had really nice character customization. Obviously, the Toriyama art style was just, you can't miss with that shit. So,
Just a
worked
quick
really
aside. I was reading an article, I think last week, and it was Toriyama was doing an interview with Crunchyroll. This is obviously from before he passed, but they translated it, and he was like, had I known Dragon Quest was going to run as long as it did, I wouldn't have taken the job.
His attitude will always be the fucking best.
Yo, that guy was spicy, bro.
He was fucking so spicy.
So it's interesting because, like, that sounds like it's a spicy take, right? But realistically, what it was is he's like, these games have a very specific flavor, so I can't do. He was almost ending up in Don Bluth territory, where he's going to have the same model, and people are going to be like, hold on. Because, like, for Dragon Quest XI, I think he only did 2 characters.
Right.
Oh, really?
Like, other artists came in and did the rest of the character design because he was like, because it's medieval fantasy, right? With some variations of, like, feudal Japan and...
Fair.
He been doing it a long time.
Yeah, 30 years.
Yeah, I guess
and he was like, I'm glad other artists have come in, but, like, had I known this series was going to run this long, I wouldn't have taken this job.
That's amazing. But
awesome.
I think the one thing that was kind of rough about Dragon Quest is Dragon Quest 9 is whoever started the multiplayer game, that's where you would progress on the story.
Right.
Oh, dude, you're right. I hated that. I forgot about that because that was a huge bummer.
So if you're a player 2, you get no progress.
Yeah.
I was running it off of mine.
Right.
And
I mean, you end up over leveled for your story.
Right.
But like, you really don't want to run it back like that.
Especially if you've
I already did this.
Yeah, because we were fairly young, so we didn't like have jobs at the time.
Right. So you could just run it all damn day.
Yeah,
Yep.
and it was, I mean, hours and hours and hours and hours and hours.
I
And it
miss
was
those
just like,
days.
Oh, fuck yeah, I do.
Same, dude.
Absolutely.
And I think that was like one of the last games that I really had that complete jobless, do nothing ability to play.
Yeah.
I think that was actually the last one.
Yeah, I think you're right about that one. Because, like, I remember, cause that was another one of those, like, summertime games, bro. Because they knew how to do summer right, man. Back in the earlier days of the gaming industry.
That was the funny part, right? You generally, and it still kind of continues to this day, you don't see a lot of big releases in summer.
No. And like, the worst part is, like, those releases that you got in the summertime was, like, the perfect, like, group thing. Yeah. So you could just be like, oh, cookout. Fucking, I mean, we were fucking gamers. Come on now. Whip out the DS and be like, let's rock.
Don't talk to me unless you're in my party.
Yep. It was great. Like, being able to play that game in a multiplayer aspect, it hits harder than, like, because playing Dragon Quest now is like a lot of fun.
Mm.
But I did not realize how well that worked in multiplayer.
Yeah.
Because there were like other games that came out around that time, like, and as I remember, because it's been a long time since I booted that game up, right? I remember it being a situation where all your characters appeared on the overworld.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And it was a situation where, because there were some games where you only had multiplayer during battles, like
the Tales games.
And Eternal Sonata was another game that we played right around that time.
Oh gosh, that was a good game. I liked that game.
Yeah. It gets honorable mention when I start to talk about my number one.
Ah, okay.
That's a little spoiler alert.
I mean, after we do number one, we're going to do an honorable mentions episode.
I think we should just, maybe we should just do the honorable mentions before number one. Be a little cock tease.
No, we should cock tease our listeners.
Let's just build that rapport.
We're not Crimson's browser history.
Nah, that's full. That goes all the way. Every time.
They just grab it.
Yep.
In his videos, he's past that point. I can't just grab it.
I need my water.
Where's my water?
Damn.
Damn it, bro. Listen. Get like the Andrew Tate impersonators. Like angry on the porn set.
Oh my gosh.
Give me my water.
I need lube.
Where's my bottle of lube?
Stop.
That's just
Didn't Dragon Quest IX only have 6 classes though?
Yes. It was
wow, really?
They kept it
Why did I feel like there was
It
more?
worked better that way because like that's the thing about like Dragon Quest 8 and 11, right? Each character's abilities, even though they're very indicative of a class, their abilities are still tied to them as a person. So it makes sense that you can't really change around. Because that was the thing about Dragon Quest 3, right? You get and if you're scummy, this is a good way to earn money in that game. Instead of going out and fighting, you just make a bunch of custom characters, strip them of their gear, go sell that gear.
Yeah, that's cool. That's really cool.
and like one of the other things that it had was like that the passive, like you close your DS and you just walk around with it.
Yeah.
And there was like tag mode.
Yep.
And that apparently was one of the one of the inspirations for like the 3DS's Spot Pass and Street Pass features.
Which that was cool. I just wish I lived in a place that like you could actually
Yeah.
get more tags.
I also want Dragon Quest X's offline edition to come out in the US. Because that was an MMO.
Holy shit.
Yeah. On the Wii.
What?
Yes. Dragon Quest X was an MMO RPG that released on the Nintendo Wii in Japan.
That is,
Holy shit.
that's possibly the most Japanese thing I've ever fucking heard. And like not even trying to be mean about it, just factually fucking is.
Yeah.
What is the least optimal console to release an MMO on? Nintendo?
Dude.
Go for it.
The Wii? Of all things, dude. Like, wow.
So
I
on
think it also had a DS version.
oh,
Because Dragon Quest XI also came out on the 3DS.
Holy shit.
could not imagine.
Wow. No, absolutely not. There's certain games that need to be experienced a certain way.
So as a quick aside, that was one of the flyest fucking things with the 3DS was the Street Pass.
Yeah.
How lit was it to just take your 3DS and like go to fucking Walmart,
Dude,
and then like come back and know that you had them tags, bro?
yep, you get a you get puzzle pieces
Yeah,
for that shit. Like,
it was peak.
yeah,
Bruh, I love to troll people with my completely overpowered Fire Emblem Awakening party.
Fair enough.
You would go around and you can pick up enemy teams and fight them.
I forgot about that. I forgot that had that function.
It was pretty lit with its Street Pass features. Like there was a lot of games that went for it pretty hard.
Right. And that was when trading in like Pokemon X and Y was really, really good.
Yeah.
That was really like mystery trade went to over 9,000. And then I still think Sword and Shield probably perfected it. But because it's great to just throw something in Wonder Trade, send it off, or surprise trade while you're doing other stuff like hatching eggs.
You want to know what they need to do? Just as one more quick aside before I put a little bookend at on my presentation, as it were. Switch 2 needs to find a way to fit into a motherfucking pocket so that you can reintroduce Street fucking Pass. Let's go, bud.
Nope,
mean-
Merce.
I'm in a Merce era anyway, so I don't give a fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck it. We should all be walking around like Pokemon trainers. Get a fucking Merce.
I got a little
bro.
sling bag. I don't give a
I do
fuck.
too.
I'll fucking get a sling bag and fucking have my Switch. As long as Switch 2 has fucking Street Pass, let's go.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
But
They have officially announced it too.
yeah, they haven't revealed anything, but they've announced it.
Let's fucking go.
We're on
March 2025 is what they're thinking.
we're on watch, boys.
Let's fucking go.
But that's mine. Is
Might have to arrange for a box to fall down a flight of punches or something. I mean, what?
Let's go.
But yeah, man, Dragon Quest 9, that was the shit for me.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
That's a good choice. I have next. I want next.
Okay.
So this has been. Oh, you got to do my recap.
Yes.
Whoops.
I mean, do you want to do your own recap?
I don't remember. They're my favorite games, guys.
Number 10, Crash Bandicoot, the Insane Trilogy. Number 9, Jak and Daxter, the Precursor's Legacy. Number 8, Devil May Cry 5. Number 7, Tekken 3. Number 6, Spider-Man on the PlayStation 2. Number 5, Onimusha, Warlords. Number 4, Halo 3. Number 3, Super Smash Brothers Melee.
Yes, sir. Okay, so number 2 is this. It was a really tough one for me because I feel like it's a bit underwhelming in a way, but like I'm going for it, right? Street Fighter 4 is my number 2. Street Fighter 4, man. Listen, when I tell you competitive, dude. So competitive games have had like some of the biggest impact on me. You know what I mean? Apex Legends, fucking Halo, Street Fighter, Tekken, you know, anything I can play online, generally try to play online, right? Fucking Street Fighter 4 was like my fucking peak fighting game online moments, bro.
Damn it.
Like,
What?
It's kind of crazy because, like, I kind of feel that because we had that same fucking thing for Street Fighter.
Yeah, dude, when I tell you, I have never ruthlessly labbed combos like I did. I was in fucking training mode, practicing the focus attack, dude. So let me tell you this.
Focus attack mind games were fucking insane.
Yep. And I think in North America, it was February 18th of 2009 was their release date, or the intended release date. I think they broke street date, if I remember correctly. Which, yeah. Yeah,
I think I remember that.
it was like 2 days early. If I remember correctly.
Because so here was a memory I have of Street Fighter 4, right? Is we were sitting there labbing Street Fighter 2 Turbo HD Remix because what they were trying to say, because right, Street Fighter had been over so many different things and have so many different iterations and stuff like that. They were saying that Street Fighter 4 is going to return to that Street Fighter 2 play style, that same gameplay loop. It didn't. It was a fucking lie.
It was completely different.
But we were labbing Turbo HD Remix for fucking like months.
Yeah. Dude, and because you got to remember 2009 was how many fucking years ago now? 15 years ago. So the funny thing was that we actually couldn't get the game ourselves. Our sister had a job at the time. And I was like, please give me Street Fighter 4.
That's insane.
Yeah, and she did. She copped it on day of release, dude. And the thing is, I didn't really get that crazy at Street Fighter 4 until Super Street Fighter 4. So, because my main was Dudley, dude. And Dudley was
Dude, right?
That's sort of. Actually, Dudley is a British pugilist. He's a British boxer. And
British boxer.
Damn it. And dude, he originated in Street Fighter 3. And I wasn't shit at Street Fighter 3. Let's keep that a buck. But I always loved playing as Dudley. I mean, I love boxing characters. That's kind of my thing. Steve Fox. Shout out to Steve Fox in fucking Tekken. But yeah.
Also on this list.
But in Street Fighter 4, I was able to grasp that gameplay loop so fucking like dirty with that shit. And when they put Dudley in that game,
because I remember buying Street Fighter because the original Street Fighter 4 that we played was on Xbox 360.
Yep.
Then Super we bought for the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
And I was using a Logitech.
Oh my god!
It was a Logitech controller.
I forgot about
because
that.
the control pad was better because the PlayStation 3, the DualShock 3 had
was fucking garbage.
Yeah, it was a little better than the Xbox 360 the directional pad.
Yeah, the 360 D-pad was ass, but the DualShock 3 overall was ass.
It was so it's like ass versus taint.
Andrew
Water.
Because like there's shit on the taint, likely.
Yeah,
But
it's not the direct.
Dingleberries.
Yeah, exactly. It's shit adjacent. It is not the shit portal.
Yeah,
Did you just call an asshole a shit portal?
I mean, it kind of is.
It really is a shit portal.
I mean, you're right about that. Wait. I got an aside now for my own thing. Did you guys see that shit about that portal in New York City?
Oh, to like, it was what? Holland?
No. It was, what the fuck? Where was it? Can't remember where it was.
Because like somebody
Belgium?
started showing butthole, right?
No, somebody showed their ass, and then an OnlyFans star flashed her tits at the portal, and it was a live feed because the whole thing was it was supposed to be like a portal that was gonna connect New York City people to like.
Is it Belgium?
Maybe it was Belgium. We'll say it's Belgium for the sake of Dublin. That's what it was. Like it was cool because everyone was like, "Oh, hey," and like everybody was talking to each other
Like
in
real time.
Yeah, it was a cool little thing to have. Like it would have been a really
And then
amazing
a thought appears.
So wait,
like,
did the American side or the Irish
American
side?
American side. Come on now.
that checks.
Yeah,
That checks.
dude, flashed and shut down the portal because like
I saw the article headline of it being shut down because someone flashed, and I was like, was it butt? Was it dick? Was it boob?
it was
Like,
actually all of it, but the final straw was the OnlyFans model because like everybody else was just kind of like cheeky little shit, right? She was like, it was like a fucking 30-second long flash.
damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, crazy, right? But
How many times did you rewind?
I found the uncensored version on Twitter.
Fair.
Anyway,
Hot from the Thought Reporter, the Thought Porter.
but no. Anyways,
No, so I have an aside as well. You know when you eat corn and it comes out looking like corn?
oh,
Did you know that you actually do digest the internal part? It is just the corn shell filled with fecal matter.
oh, dude, really?
Yes.
That's something. No.
Did you almost lose your lunch?
Look what you got me doing. I can't even fucking talk straight.
Anyway, continue.
Yeah, I need something better than that.
Oh my gosh, dude. But so my main thing was, right, when I first started playing Street Fighter 4, it was the Shoto characters. Ryu, Ken, fucking Sagat to some extent. If they fucking play with a quarter circle fireball, then that was the characters that ruled that game. So when Dudley came out, he had a fucking bob and weave move that could duck through fireballs.
Nice.
And it put you at a serious advantage.
Yeah, yep. If they threw a fireball, it was just the worst thing. And I fucking made my bread and butter off of that shit, dude. I was so aggressive with that character. It was amazing. And I remember like 10 and 12 hit combos, dude. Like just juggles and
It was stupid good.
because you could also use, because the focus attack was like the new thing for it, and it's like a counter move. So they had parries in Street Fighter 3, but they were very difficult to pull off.
Yeah, you had to be like almost frame perfect.
Yeah, which I mean, there are some amazing videos of amazing people doing
Fucking
amazing shit with that.
Evo moment.
Yep, emo moment type shit, which got ran back on fucking Justin Wong almost completely. Almost, because they have Street Fighter 3 now is on modern consoles with online and all that type of shit. And he ended up playing online, and they almost ran that whole moment back where fucking Ken was parrying all of Chun-Li's moves, but this dude dropped his parry halfway through, but he almost had the whole fucking thing. He even jumped and everything.
Damn.
He almost ran that shit back, but I was like, oh man. But the focus attack was 2 buttons because you would hit kick and punch together, right? It was
Strong.
strong. Yep, strong kick, strong punch together, and you would go into this mode where you could absorb 1 hit, bing, and then if you let go of the button, you can punch or whatever your focus attack move is, and then you can dash cancel out of it. You can also use that same button combination to cancel out of combos and things.
Mm-hmm.
So there was certain
FADC.
FADC. No, that was the shit, dude. So it was like Dudley was like, you built up bar and you burned all of it. Like that, like you didn't really supers for Dudley was like, no. Because you would rather have the focus cancels.
The dash cancel.
Yeah, you would way rather have that EX moves because EX moves were better launchers. It's like, so dude, when I tell you it was match after match after match going crazy online and probably like the peak of my gamer rage.
I made Cody in Super Street Fighter, and an amazing character, busted tier when you got into higher levels.
Yeah.
And then lost him in 5, got him back in 5, but it's no longer you.
Damn it.
Like they fucked that character up in 5.
Yeah. And hopefully they bring him back in 6.
I hope they do, and I hope they make the real Cody in Street Fighter 6 because fucking Gamut, that was
Dude, the sad thing is they put fucking Luke in Street Fighter. Not Luke. Who was the fucking boxer kid that Ed. What's with all these fucking lame ass names in this?
I'm Ed.
But
This is Ken.
yeah. It's like Ed, Ken, Luke. It's like, what the fuck?
Luke
fucking-
is the most exotic of those three.
Yeah,
he's got big old pop arms. I can't. It breaks my suspension of disbelief. Yeah,
Yeah.
it just completely ruins it.
But yeah, they put Ed in it, so probably no Dudley, which is sad. But no, like, dude, when I tell
Eddie the chickens.
when I tell you, dude, that Street Fighter 4 has never like that was I will never get to that point again. Cause it was just hours, dude. Hours, bro, just playing, dude. And I dare say, and me and Red King talk about this all the time, where it's like probably could have went pro with that shit.
Right.
Cause like
Definitely taking money home.
dude, so I actually was able to fight Daigo. So Daigo Umehara, right? That's the pronunciation. So he's, there was a time where he would just put his shit online. He'd be like, boom, I'm posting it. Come in here and do like a fucking, the player lobby, not a competitive lobby.
Yeah.
So I jumped in there and I fought the dude. Now the thing is, I lost every round, but
This is insane.
So
I have never heard of this story before.
So I was close though. I was actually doing good. Now, granted, like the more matches you play against somebody who's a fucking professional, the worse generally you do because they just pick your ass apart.
They start learning what you do.
Yep. But I'm like, dude, it was like fucking 3. I played like 5 matches against this dude.
Against fucking Daigo Umehara.
Fuck yeah. And I sat in there and I watched everybody else play too because it was like a 5 or 6 player lobby.
Mm-hmm.
I sat in there, I watched everybody else play too. It was like the best fucking moment of my life in a fighting game.
Okay, I see why this is number 2.
Yeah. Like,
My fucking word.
dude, I'm telling you, dude, it was amazing, dude. And I could not, like, there's no other gaming.
Yeah, there's no recapturing that.
Yeah.
There's no. I mean, shit. That's a top fucking thing.
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
dude. And I never since have I been able to like do that again or recapture even remotely the same moment. But it's like that's the reason why that game, even though you might even argue that Street Fighter 6 might be better, it is just not the same. It was just dirty. Nobody else did focus attacks and focus cancels like me and Red King did. We played against so many people and they just didn't do
They
it.
disregarded it completely. Maybe they did FADC just to do Ultra, but that was it.
Dude, and it was a risky game because that's the thing. Because you can absorb that hit and then it takes temporary HP out. It does recover over time. But if you get hit after that, even if it's just a jab, then you lose that whole bar.
Like you break somebody into a guard loop and you guard pattern them 3 or like maybe 1 or 2 times, maybe 3 times, and then you FADC out of just a regular attack. You break their whole shit right
Dude,
up.
really, man. And like
mind games on focus attack was crazy.
and it got to a point where it was so like because we would damn near absorb every attack with a focus attack. damn near every attack. So our whole health bar was basically temporary HP.
Yep.
The whole fucking thing. But it's like, that was the risk, man. Because as long as you didn't get hit, you could keep absorbing those hits. Even if your whole bar was temporary HP, you could still absorb those hits as long as you did not get hit. And if you could recover it on a long combo, like that was
People trying to do cross-up game bullshit.
Yeah.
Just swat them right down.
Step out the way. I fucking loved that. There was, they have not recaptured a gameplay loop
I
like
kind
that.
of like some of the stuff that they're doing in 6 with the, what are they calling them? Man, I wish I...
Drive rush. Yeah, it's like the drive things.
rush, drive
counter.
the drive parries.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yep. So it's really, really good stuff.
It does feel like that. And I think that's why I like Street Fighter 6 is because it does feel a lot like the focus attack. But man, they got to get Dudley in there.
Yep.
Because oh my gosh, dude. Yeah. So I mean, I could easily go on. But damn, man, I have never had a more consistent and amazing like competitive journey in a game besides Street Fighter 4. And that shit. I mean, I was wrestling with that one because that could have been one.
Wow.
That definitely could have been one for me because the moments, it's just the moments, dude. You know, but so that was tough, but that's my silver medal right there.
Okay. Y'all ready for another RPG?
Y'all ready for this? Yes, let's go.
Rip Roaring out of early access in 2023.
What?
You're doing some crazy shit now.
Okay.
This is the game that shook up my entire fucking list. Releasing at the Game Awards
What?
on Xbox last year. It came out August. What was that date? 3rd on PC and September 6th on PS5.
How come I am drawing a blank?
Wait,
What is going on?
what is this?
Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow,
I should have seen this coming. I should have seen this. All right.
Okay, wait. That, yo.
I just forgot that release. That
Let me tell you, I just want to say, and I don't know why, but in my head, I started saying Pal World. This motherfucker's really good at put Pal World.
I already know that your opinion on Pal World went very, very quickly like stale.
Yeah, I'm not going to rehash the Pal World discussion. If you're playing on PC, you're having a way better time than the Xbox group because you can play with more people and they update more frequently.
Right.
It's the same thing for fucking what's that one game? The zombie one, you know what I mean? 7 Days to Die.
Yeah.
That's a fucking fantastic.
It's still in like fucking alpha on Xbox.
Which is sad because I fucking love that game. Speaking of which, yeah, we gotta play that.
Yep. Okay.
Let's get it.
But so here's the thing, right? The rest of this list was originally very, very different.
Right.
So I said Cassette Beasts came in and took out Dragon Quest VIII, right?
Mm-hmm.
And technically, had we started this series after Baldur's Gate 3 released, Knights of the Old Republic would not be on my list.
Holy shit.
Because Dragon Age Inquisition would have been on the list.
That was one of my guesses. What was going to be on your list?
So technically, if I were to update the list now, like I said, Coder wouldn't even be on it.
Oh,
Fucking hey, man. That's intense.
Yeah. But Baldur's Gate 3, I said it would all depend on the ending when I beat it. And I have beaten it.
So this is gonna be like really fucking spoilery.
I'm not going to cover the ending. I'll go over a little bit of Act 1 shit because that was most of what early access was because it came out in early access in 2020.
Holy fuck. Really?
Yeah.
What?
Wow.
Larian has done all 3 of their big games, Divinity Original Sin 1 and 2 and Baldur's Gate 3 in early access. And as they get player feedback, they add more shit. And then they're like, all right, it's time to go live.
Like, make my party members sexier, damn it.
Yeah.
That's the thing, right? So, because I talked about in the Mass Effect entry where the original ending was just garbage.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if Baldur's Gate 3 hadn't been able to pull off an ending I was satisfied with, it wouldn't have made the list.
The discerning taste.
You have a critical eye for things.
Ultimately, my thing is that I know a lot of people with the Mass Effect trilogy and stuff were like, oh, the journey's more important than the ending.
No,
That's arguable. That's very arguable.
So-
It is an opinion. I can respect it. I don't agree with it.
No, I think I very much side with you that like if the ending is bad, it will sour
Because
the
that's
whole
the thing, right? Like, endings for stories are important. And yes, the journey to get there, it doesn't always have to be a happy ending, right? By no means is everything in Baldur's Gate 3 a happy ending.
Especially because it's a Dungeons and Dragons game and you do a lot of high fuckery.
Yes.
High fuckery.
But there are some pretty good happy endings you can get. There's also some, like, their newest patch that they're working on, they're adding like 7 more evil endings to the game.
Holy shit, man. So can we just throw a little bit of respect that way with like how much game there is there?
Yeah.
There's so much fucking game, bro.
And you know what they said? We're not doing DLC. We're not doing expansions. We have stepped away. Larian is on to its next project. Except patching. Like, they're adding little things like endings and stuff, but that's it.
Because they made a complete game.
Yeah.
Dude. Like a complete game. And
I might have to, because I'll be honest, I have not actually played this fucking game.
I gotta fire it back up. You know what? I've been on some Dragon's Dogma 2.
I've seen.
I've been playing that shit. So funny. All right, I gotta do an aside here because
ahead.
so I was telling Red King about this when I first created my character in Dragon's Dogma 2.
You got lost in them.
I got lost in. First of all, I got lost in the menu. I'm just like fucking everything. You could change everything. It's
Right.
crazy. But then when I finally, I was like, I finished my fucking character. I'm like, fucking cool, very cool. You look great. We're gonna get in here. We're gonna do some great things, right?
First cutscene.
First cutscene. It goes in the third person. I am like 2 foot taller than everybody. I did not know how tall I was making my character. So I was like, because you start off in a prison. And the rest of these prisoners, they start walking off ahead, and you are literally just fucking head and shoulders above.
Hey, it's our anime protagonist.
You know why we got you locked in here? Because I let you. Have you fucking seen me?
I needed something in here. That's why I got locked up.
Dude, I shit you not. I took 3 steps. I interacted with one of the other prisoners. I saw how tiny they were. I'm like, I can't fucking do this. I deleted the save data, started again.
Oh shit! I love the amount of times I've restarted Mass Effect because it gets to that first cutscene and like Shepard's cheekbone looks like a fucking knife.
Oh my god! I did that because I fired up the legendary edition.
Yo,
And I forgot to rotate his fucking head.
Yep.
And he turns around and his shit's going out like 6 feet off his head. His
Out here looking
cheekbones
like a fucking hammerhead shark.
always with the cheekbones.
It's always the zygotes, man.
He turns around and it's just like, boing. Insane.
He's like, I'm gonna headbutt you, Saren. With what? You just fucking puncture his eye with your cheekbone.
yeah.
It's like, don't fuck with human cheekbones, bitch.
Oh my gosh. Let's continue with Baldur's
that is
Gate.
amazing. All right, yeah. Talk more about Baldur's Gate 3 because
So-
this deserves respect.
One, I do have to put respect on Larian's name.
Yeah.
They delivered a complete product. They're one of the few companies that when they release something in early access, you're not just throwing money at it and then it just stops. They don't bounce on a project.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. Agreed there completely. Wonderful fucking company.
Yeah.
Great people. Like,
Well, and that's the thing, right? Sven Vink was like, hey, all you guys losing your job, apply.
yeah.
He said apply. He didn't say he'd hire you, but they're hiring.
Yeah,
So you got a shot.
Yeah. Let's fucking go, man. Come on. Like,
Which, that is the funny thing that I will give Pocket Pals, the studio behind Pal World, because they have grown. They are hiring people as well. And it was funny because I was reading a story where one of the devs was like, I really wish people would stop using our game in their stupid, pissy little console wars. Because it's not on PlayStation, right?
Right.
And they're like, we're just trying to make a game.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. It just so happens that Microsoft has a really good service right now.
Yeah, we just got the doors wide open.
Yeah, but they just stabbed some of their studios in the back, so I'm not putting praise on Microsoft right now.
Ooh, okay. You know what? That's
Fair.
fair.
That's fair.
Everybody's
awful.
Yeah.
Not only that, Sony's talking about doing more live service games, so seeing stuff like Ghost of Tsushima, Spider-Man 2, all that's going away.
Everyone is awful.
Wow.
Because Sony wants more money.
Fuck. So
everyone are tools and they're obsessed with greed. Everybody's awful.
No, agreed. Completely agreed.
Just gonna switch to Steam.
I mean, honestly, at this point, it's probably going to end up that way. The big thing I would see Microsoft doing is if they actually get the ability to have the Epic Store and Steam on the Xbox, because they're talking about doing that.
Whoops, fucked around and switched consoles.
If they do that, that's kind of cool.
I've got 600 in me. I can do it.
I just want to throw it out there, though, that Steam actually has been doing really, really good lately for sales, and I bet you would never guess why.
Why?
Porn games.
They are just... They're weapons free and they don't give a fuck.
Unabashed.
You know what other store is very unabashed with that?
Nintendo.
The eShop for Nintendo.
Like, hey, don't you want to play this hentai game?
On your handheld.
Motherfucker.
It's got one-handed mode.
It's got like,
motherfucker, my kids play this.
You cheeky bastards.
But
Put it in a different folder.
Yeah.
To get back to Baldur's Gate, just even the opening cutscene is like beautifully animated because it's showing a Mind Flayer ship just going through, and it ends up in Baldur's Gate because it's being actively attacked by Githyanki and the Red Dragons.
Yeah.
And it just starts picking people up in fucking Baldur's Gate.
So I did get through this part.
Yeah.
Yep, I also got through this part. I played a little bit of it. I was getting into it.
Because you end up with, you don't even see your character yet, right? Which I really appreciate because it's kind of from a first-person perspective. And it gets to the point where you're in the ship, they grab the tadpole out of the pool, and it goes first person into your eyeball. It is one of the grossest scenes in gaming.
Really unsettling.
And I love it, and I fucking hate it. Because it just shoots its little tentacles out and then burrows up into your brain through your eyeball.
I hate eye stuff.
I do too.
Like, let's be real, because I think Dead Space 2 did that.
With the needle.
Oh, God.
So, did you guys ever read the Animorphs when you were younger?
No.
Good book series. Did
I
you ever
watched-
watch the show on Nickelodeon?
I did watch the show.
Yeah, I
on
was
it.
to say, I did. Yeah.
So, books are way better. One, they ended. The show never got to do that.
Well,
This is true.
But the Yerks, right? They were very similar to the idea of the tadpoles that the Mind Flayers use, except for they went in your ear.
Yep. Ooh. Fuck that, man. Keep your tadpoles away from my fucking head.
fair statement.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
But-
100%.
Well, so it's great, right? Because, like, you wake up in your pod, it opens because the ship has holes blown in it from all these red dragons. And there's just all these empty pods and shit. You're wandering around, you loot some shit. You end up meeting Lae'zel, who was a Githyanki, who you saw in the opening cutscene, and she also got a tadpole. Now, this is where it gets interesting, right? Because it's at that point after the cutscene of it going into your brain that you actually get to make your character. And you can choose to play as Lae'zel, Will, Gale, Shadowheart, Karlach. Who else? I think that's it. Astarion. You can be any of those six. There's a seventh origin character called the Dark Urge,
Interesting.
which maybe I'll spoil that one because I don't know if you guys want to do that one. Basically, that character is the child of one of the dead three.
Fucking cool.
Or you can do custom origin, which is Tav. And you just make your character, they just sort of fit into the story, but they don't have the same origin as the Dark Urge.
Yeah. So that's interesting. So you could literally just play as one of the already existing characters.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And it's interesting because like they each have unique cutscenes with their backstories that you would learn if you interact with them as Dark Urge or Tav.
Wow. Okay. So that like I didn't know it went that far in.
Yeah.
Like that's really cool because like how much dialogue and cutscenes did you have to make just for that?
So much.
Like that's fucking crazy.
With that American dad.
Yeah. But it's cool because it's kind of sad they don't have all of the spells and shit from D&D, but I get why they don't.
Fair.
Yep.
It's very much like Player's Handbook, right? And that's it. You get 3 subclasses per class, except Cleric is weird because your domain is your subclass. So they have the most.
Yeah.
But it's a very standard like D&D character creator, right? For terms of picking your class and what you want to go with. And my first playthrough was a bard.
Okay, good pick. I think I had, well, that's actually kind of funny because I remade one of like my character from our campaign.
Granga, yeah.
Yep. I remade him into Baldur's Gate 3. I'm like, this is perfect.
So here's the thing, right? What Larian did with this was really good because no matter what weapon you're using, you get special attacks.
Yeah.
So if you're using certain swords or spears, you get like a rush attack where you can just charge in. There's a lot of shit that they've done that Hasbro has been looking at and like, we kind of need to put that in our game, huh?
Pay us, bitch.
Well, that's kind of what was, because I remember watching a video, I believe it was Dungeon Masterpiece, who said that in one fell swoop, Larian made a game that people are going to want to play.
Yes.
But it's also teaching people
D&D 5e,
and even possibly giving them sneak peeks as to what's going to happen in the 2025 whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever they're calling it now.
Because they're guaranteed going to add some of these features, and they're going to do some of these changes.
Well, that's the other thing, right? So one of the things Larian has said is that I think they just released or are about to release mod support on PC. No, they have mod support, but they did more.
Yeah.
They're trying to get it on PlayStation and Xbox.
Okay.
So you know how Bethesda has mod support on console? Even though Sony is by far the most restrictive, Xbox is just you can't do any of the nudity mods.
Go figure. But Baldur's Gate 3 already has nudity in it.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, yes. But people get crazy with Bethesda games.
Mm-hmm.
They really do.
Yeah, so I remember the Wild West of the modding community on Bethesda games, and it could be anywhere from something that is as harmless as like, oh, get the fucking Buster Sword from fucking Final Fantasy VII to get these busting titties.
Get fucked by a dog.
Yeah. Like
It's
fucking
wild.
Yep. Yeah.
They did go way too much.
Motherfuckers.
Custom animation loops, everything. Like,
Yep. You put a lot of effort into that. I hope you
Turn it into a different game, honestly.
Yeah.
But that's just it, right? So, like, the opening of the game is really intense, impactful, like, because you just end up crashing on the ship. And so it was funny so I have 5 characters that I'm actually planning on doing playthroughs with. So there was my Dark Elf Bard. I'm doing a human paladin right now. I have a Dark Elf Warlock. Well, it was half Dark Elf, technically. Human, full Dark Elf. And then I think I have another human, sorcerer, and I forgot my 5th character right now. But I think it's charisma based. Because charisma wins this game, boys. Bard was so much fun, right? Because that's the thing. Like, if I were to ever actually play D&D 5e, I would have a very tough time not being a bard or a rogue just for the skill expertise. Because getting to add double your proficiency on shit
Yeah.
And
That sounds
bards
awesome.
get magic. And I love spells, boys.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of. I mean, that's kind of the thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
if we're gonna be playing D&D, we're using some spells.
So I will say it is really, really. So it's fun that they stop at 12th level, right? Larian flat out was like, I'm not dealing with 7th level and above spells.
Yeah,
That's totally fair because augmenting your reality in that fashion.
that's kind of a
And, like-
hard thing to put into a game. There's a lot of coding.
Well, right. Like, imagine giving players wish.
Like,
And the spell wish is one of the most annoying spells to deal with in D&D.
It really is. Can confirm.
yeah.
I was doing it in Pathfinder, but can confirm.
Same damn thing.
Same motherfucking thing. Cannot stand it.
No, imagine that. You're just like, let's put wish in the game, and you try your damnedest to make it like as freeform as possible. I wish the game was over. Fuck.
There should be an option.
That'd be
You wanna know
hilarious, but the bad guys should just win.
Yeah, yeah.
No, you be like, I wish the adventure was over, and then they roll the credits on your ass. No explanation. Refuse to elaborate. They roll the credits on your ass, and you gotta start again.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't even load your save anymore? It just deletes the file? That would be amazing.
It'd be one of the hardest trolls, and like insane people. I think people would love it.
I think they should do that. Like, patch that in.
Deck of
Like,
many
You got to get
things.
to level 17.
Yeah, well,
If they had a deck of many things,
Eh.
true.
bing, bang, boom, you're already on it.
Yeah, or you just draw the void and it's done.
Roll credits.
Roll credits one way or the other.
My word, I'd love it. You could do it to your party, make your party draw from it.
Yeah.
Void, you just lose your
Well,
guys.
the funny part is that so you meet a guy named Withers, right? If you explore a little bit, you can find a guy that can respec your characters.
Yeah.
So if you don't like the starting class for a character or their starting stats, or you feel like you fucked up your own shit, spend 100 gold. He can respec you entirely.
Which is, I think that's cool.
Solid thing to add into a game like that.
Absolutely.
Yep, because I think that, and as we were talking about earlier with Dragon's Dogma, the sucky thing is when you finish your character and there's nothing you can do.
Oh, like so if you go to your campsite after you get Withers, from jump, there's a magic mirror where you can just change your appearance.
Yep, which I think that's cool.
They're kind of doing a great thing.
Yeah, because I think that the one thing you should not have to reset your fucking journey over is your haircut.
Or your height.
Yeah, or your height. You're freakishly tall.
12 foot tall. There's nothing I can do. They didn't give me They didn't give me a little silhouette. Character height again.
Yeah, give me like a very
See,
average
I
height.
think it's one of the things that I would like to see added in character creators is they just give you like a little debug room to run around in so you can get different angles on your character. And then you can be like, is this what you want to look like?
Yeah.
Yes. And then you go.
So,
That's actually a good
quick aside about character customization. I did a very similar thing in Street Fighter 6
Right.
because you can make your own guy, right?
Mhm.
I made my own guy. I actually put a decent amount of work into his appearance. They actually have a little Luke standee
Mhm.
that they put your character against to get your height dialed in.
Okay.
Which
Somehow managed to still fuck it up. Also, I made a character that looked really nice
Mhm.
and a character that didn't match the art style
Right.
because everyone's got huge hands and like
Mhm.
pretty big heads.
Yep,
in
crazy
compar-
forearms.
Yeah, in comparison to their bodies. So my dude just looked like a fucking guy. He didn't look like a street fighter. He just looked like a fucking guy.
He was a street fighter.
Yeah, it was really, really awkward.
My dude is just normal.
Just like a
Larry.
and he looked creepy. Just like a normie.
Like your normal proportion limbs, fucking weirdo.
But
Where your
that's
forearms.
that's just it, right? Like the cast of characters in this game is also very well written. All the lines are well voiced. It's the interchanges between them because your party can have their own intra-party conflict.
Yep.
And you can defuse it or you can side with one of them, and you can lose party members permanently that way. Like, if party members also, like, if you make choices they don't agree with, they'll leave.
Like, that was bullshit. You shouldn't have killed that whole village. Oh, shouldn't I have?
So is there?
You got like a sweet hat.
Do you see this hat?
So is there such a thing as a perfect run where you have like everybody?
Yes,
Like,
you
keep
can
everybody-
get all of the characters.
Okay.
So one of the things they did in the last patch, there was a character named Minthara. She's a dark elf paladin.
Yeah.
She's technically a villain.
Guys, I don't think we should have her in the party.
But
She's looking over there menacingly.
oh, you can like, so you've played a little bit of the beginning, right? You got to the Druid Grove.
Yeah.
She's at the Goblin camp, and you can betray the Druids to her, and she'll ride your face.
I'm gonna start the game back up. Talk to y'all later. Let's fucking go.
Wringing hands menacingly.
But
You don't say.
it used to be so you had to make a choice, right? Depending on if you sided with the goblins or the druids. If you sided with the druids, you get a guy named Halsin, who is this fucking massive elf. Like, you don't expect an elf to be muscular. He has the spirit of a bear.
Fucking cool.
'Cause he is a druid.
Is that the one where you get to like?
Yes, you can fuck him as a bear.
Sweet.
I want you to go bear on me.
Are you sure about that? Totally.
You're literally picking between the man and the bear.
Get you one that can do both.
Y'all are just like sitting around the campfire. You hear?
Actually, it's great because in the cutscene, there's a squirrel watching that just has a shocked look on its face.
Oh my
That is-
gosh.
That checks.
Fuck yeah.
But so it used to be you either got Halsin or Minthara. Now it's possible if you knock Minthara out, she'll turn up in Act 2 and you can recruit her even if you're on a good playthrough.
Okay, because when you said knock Minthar out, I'm like, this is a little problematic sounding. Unga bunga. Take her with you.
No, not that way.
Damn.
Take her with you.
But if you choose to side with the goblins, you lose several characters for killing the Druid Grove.
Oh, okay, fair
Totally
enough.
checks.
Is Shadowheart in there?
No,
Okay, I'm good.
Shadowheart, you really have to piss off for her to leave. Shadowheart is the character that you will meet the most, even if you try to avoid recruiting her. So here's the thing, right? Just to talk about crazy instances in choice-based games like this, it is possible to not recruit Garrus in Mass Effect 1.
Fucking wild.
And if you go into Mass Effect 2, you can recruit him there, right? He's Archangel. He's one of your first 4 recruitments beyond Jacob and Miranda.
Yeah.
The game still acts like you recruited him even if you didn't, because they were like, what?
But you fucking weirdo. Like, nobody expected you not to.
I know it's in there, but I didn't expect anybody to click on it.
Like, I thought that fucker was cool.
Because basically, you can go talk to a Volus banker who will direct you to Rex, and then you can just never recruit Garrus.
Fucker just skipped me.
He should just show up as the hardest boss in the series. Like, remember when you had
Okay.
an option?
So, to get back into Mass Effect a little bit, if you don't activate Legion in Mass Effect 2, he will turn up as an enemy in Mass Effect 3. If you don't do Jack's priority mission in Mass Effect 3, she will also become an enemy.
Holy shit.
Grunt can become an enemy if you don't activate him. So if you give all these people to Cerberus or don't save them, they get turned against you.
Damn.
Okay, fucking A. Wild. BioWare. Chill.
Yeah. They
Wild.
don't do that anymore. Not really, though.
Yeah.
Larian, though, like, so that's the thing. You can avoid picking up Shadowheart first time on the beach. You don't have to talk to her. You can just go off. She'll turn up as soon as you camp.
Okay.
You can say, no, I don't want to recruit you. She'll turn up at the goblin camp. You can still say no.
So she's just there. I mean, to
She
be fair-
has plot device.
Yeah, this is true. But also, like, come on now. She's pretty nice.
So Shadowheart, yeah, is a very good character. Her arc is really like sad. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil anybody's full arcs here, but I will run down our cast a little bit. So you have Shadowheart, your first recruitable PC, besides meeting Lae'zel on the ship.
Yeah.
But you have to find her again. Astarion, high elf, vampire spawn. Tries to be secretive about it. Dude has white hair and red eyes.
Dude, I let him feast on me.
Did he kill you?
No.
Okay, because I had a friend who was playing the game and they were like, no, I trusted him after I was like, and then he killed me.
Well, now I know not to trust that motherfucker.
So you can let him feed a little bit, but don't, that first check, make it.
Okay, right. Fair enough.
But you can kill him in that scene and Astarion will just be gone.
That's insane. Fucking game is wild.
You can lose your rogue at the beginning.
Like, actually, nah. Sneak attack.
Gale, the boring white wizard.
Yeah,
Not in like Gandalf terms, he's just a white guy.
he is like
He's a Greek.
He's Nathan Drakey.
He really is.
He's real Nathan Drakey. Then I might recruit him. Fuck it.
You also have to help him get over his ex.
Oh, I'm not doing that.
I mean,
What I meant was
he's still useful, but one of my favorite things I've seen is like someone was like, oh yeah, I respect him into a wild magic barbarian, so he's just this himbo that thinks he can cast spells, but random shit just happens around him and he thinks he's the one doing it.
fucking cool.
But yes, so Shadowheart is a high half elf, starts as a cleric. Astarion is high elf vampire spawn, starts as a rogue. Gale is human, male, wizard. Like, it's fucking Caden Alenko almost.
Yikes. Big oof. Yep.
Lae'zel is your Githyanki female fighter. Then you can meet Will, who's a black guy.
Yep.
That's cool.
He is cool. I actually like him.
He's a warlock.
Fucking awesome. Cool character.
The Blade of Frontiers. Karlak. Muscle mommy.
Oh, wait. I'll be back. Crush my head like a watermelon between your muscular thighs.
Tiefling barbarian.
A fucking tiefling barbarian.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Wait. Do I know who you're talking about?
Probably.
She's all red. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Then, like I said, you can recruit Halsin, who is just this massive wood elf druid. Like, all the other elves in the game are, like, wiry and stereotypical elf. Halsin is just, like, Unga Bunga elf. But he's, like, incredibly intelligent and well-spoken. Minthara, the dark elf paladin. And then you can recruit Jaheira and Minsk.
Sweet.
You can also kill them.
Because Minsk is voiced by
Matt Mercer.
Yep. Of course. Of course. You would do that.
Yo, he's voicing Vecna in the new Dead by Daylight crossover that they're doing with D&D.
Are you serious?
100%.
Damn.
I saw that today.
Fucking A, man. He's
And it's
getting a lot
getting
of work.
fucking work.
Yeah.
Vincent Valentine.
Oh my gosh, dude. He's in Pokemon New Journeys.
Yeah.
Yeah, that motherfucker is just getting it done. I can't even hate on that.
But yeah, like, the game is really good. It's also really fucking long. Because I've only beaten it once.
Only beaten it once. you have 5 potential.
Well, my second playthrough's in Act 3. I'm just doing like a quest every so often and then
Right.
moving on.
Yeah. I think for an RPG, that's amazing. Because like a lot of times, even with big developers that like are known for doing fully fleshed out RPGs, they just don't give you content anymore, dude.
Yeah.
Like Bethesda's a good example of that, of like
Skyrim for 5,000 fucking re-releases.
Yeah. The amount
fucking-
of times they've released that game, we should have Elder Scrolls 6 and Fallout 5.
Yep.
For sure.
But instead you have Fallout fucking 76 or whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking
That game has had kind of a glow up.
it did, but
And the player base exploded after the series came.
Fallout 4 also exploded again.
Yep.
as it
I
should.
stand by Fallout 3 is the best one.
I stand by Fallout 4 is the only one you should be playing out of the modern Fallout games.
Spicy.
I mean, I guess.
I mean, does Fallout 3 technically count as modern?
no,
'Cause
it's 360. It's been a long time.
Yeah. So I think that
People will fight me on that and say New Vegas, and I'm like, patch that fucking game then. I shouldn't fall through the map.
So
My
like
save file shouldn't corrupt.
dirty. That's what happens in every fucking Bethesda game.
Yep.
That was Obsidian.
Never mind. Fuck y'all.
so that was the one thing about Baldur's Gate is like, because right, we are all coming from actually playing tabletop RPGs IRL.
Yeah.
We know how it is where you can just get to a spot in the game and just do whatever the fuck you want. And that game kind of gives you a little bit of that.
It does. It really does. Because you can just say, I'm going to fucking walk off into a corner of the map and see what happens.
Yep.
And there is some wild shit you can find in that game.
It is really interesting how they
Like
managed to capture it.
fucking mummy lord seer that sells secrets to rich people.
Yeah,
That's a side quest.
I gotta give that game a fair fucking shake. Like I played a decent amount of it. And I did like it. I liked it a lot, but I just gotta really.
I mean, if you just want to have fun, Paladin's a lot of fun. That's my second character. Fucking Smite is amazing. Holy shit. Especially because they have it so you can toggle it on and off. And for me, I have the toggle on if I hit a critical hit, Smite.
Fucking A. Yeah, that's
And
cool.
So because there's the Divine Smite ability, and then it does use a spell slot, but you also have Smite spells. Like there's Branding Smite, Banishing Smite, Blinding Smite.
Dude,
So you can get a double smite.
Damn.
Yo.
Hey, yo, dog, I heard you like smiting, so we made it so you can smite while you smite.
Amazing.
I just might do that.
Oh, it's great. Especially if you do a couple levels of Paladin and then go into another spellcasting class.
Yo, and I think that's
Source it
cool.
in is an option. Bard it in.
Bard it in.
Bard it in, bro. Bard it in.
Yo, that I think that's also another cool thing that like you can actually like dip and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like,
They
it's,
do almost everything.
So
Yeah.
one of my favorite builds is Rogue 4, Ranger 5, Fighter 3.
Okay.
About the only thing you can't do in that game is angrily spike your dice tray against the ground.
You want to?
Yeah, because there are some times, and that is the one thing that I had trouble with starting off was just like when you go to do a check and you just fail it. Like, because I had real life table fucking luck, bro. Because I was like, I'm sitting there because my character was charisma based, so I'm like a bunch of charisma shit came up, and I'm like, watch me fucking aces. The check is like 5, and I roll a 1. I'm like,
Okay, one of the most devastating rolls I had advantage and it came up 2 1s.
I'll take statistical improbability for 500, Alex.
1 in 400.
Fuck me.
There was a point where I thought that game just didn't like me.
You know what? I've had this happen to me.
I mean, I will say I have had also 2 nat 20s come up, so I've had the full gamut.
Yeah.
At least I got both.
Have up days, have down days, have glorious days, have
I've gotten to fuck and I've been fucked.
yes. So I definitely believe that there is a hateful demon that exists in heavily RNG based games. Puzzle Quest Challenge of the Warlords is a game that will forever make me feel like because as an adult, I'm used to just being hated. I know I'm hated and I'm fine with it. For some reason, the hate that I withstood from Puzzle Quest Challenge of the Warlords on the PC, I was like, fuck, this is it doesn't view me as a human.
But yeah, basically, there's not enough heap I can praise, or enough praise I can heap on Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah. Yep. Because I think that's the one thing about like a game like that is rare. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially in this day and age, dude, where everybody's doing that fucking just shady crap.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a big developer, dude. Like, just, I gotta charge you for everything, and here's half a game, and I'll give you the other half later for $70 more. It's like, I didn't know I had to pay for every fucking game twice.
Right.
Every game twice. Bitch.
But dude, they've given you the most creative control over like your story and your character. Like, you can do anything you want to do.
So that's another thing, right? There's not many games anymore that let you be unapologetically evil.
Yeah. Yep.
Fair.
And I think that because it's always been evil with like caveats. You know what I mean?
So like that's the thing, right? Like old school BioWare, one of the other more recent games that really lets you be an evil prick was The Outer Worlds by Obsidian. And that is a very good game.
But that game has a the universe in that game is gray at very best.
Yeah, but you can play a decent person.
And you are the minority.
Yeah, yep.
Well, the problem is that the decent people don't have the power, right? But you can change that. Or you can become the overlord.
Yeah, you can just follow that grain.
but like, I kind of like this.
I'm going to deepen this grain. And you're going to watch me do it in every sick fucking way that I can. Prepare.
It's like the few like independent places you can fucking turn them over to the corporate overlords in that game and stuff. And it's unapologetic, right? But like, that's the thing, right? So going back to like Knights of the Old Republic, you can be unapologetically fucking evil in that game.
Yep.
You can be like, you're going to give me all your credits, and then you're going to jump off that cliff.
Yeah.
And then just do it.
Yep. I remember playing Infamous. It was Infamous.
Oh gosh, Infamous was
Second Son or
no, it was
the
Infamous.
original?
Infamous 2
Okay.
was rough.
Yeah.
Because that final scene where you have to kill your best friend,
Zeke,
and he pulls a gun on you and he knows damn well he ain't gonna stop you.
Right.
And he's taking pot shots and the game makes you kill him slow.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah.
And I was apologizing for being evil. I was like, take me back. Stop. Just make me, please don't make me do this anymore. I was like, just fucking stop.
Dude, that was a rough scene.
And like, they were both like standing like mano-y-mano. And dude had the gun out and he was just like,
because like the fucking beast was happening at the time, and like the fucking city's in chaos, and it's like all fucking skies red and shit. And
last thing you do is kill your best friend.
Yeah.
And he's fighting you knowing damn well he has to try and he's not gonna make it.
Yeah. That takes me back to Prototype.
Oh gosh. So yeah, here's a thing that was actually almost my number 2.
Prototype or Infamous?
Prototype. So when I said Street Fighter 4 was going to be number 1, Prototype was going to be number 2. But now it's weird. My number 1 has knocked out Prototype.
Okay.
So shit's getting crazy.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. That sounds
Well, you
amazing.
got to remember, my top 10 list has 2 games from 2023 on it.
Yeah, that's even
blows my mind.
That's even wilder.
Which, I guess if you're not being a fucking prick, there's been some pretty fucking good games.
Crackdown.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Oh, did I even do my rundown at the beginning? I think I just went straight to Baldur's Gate, didn't I?
Yeah, you cut to the quick. Run your
Okay.
I guess we'll bookend it with your top 10 just to remind everybody.
Yeah.
Because I talked about Dragon Quest Inquisition, Dragon Quest Inquisition. That would be a sweet fucking game right there.
Crossover.
because I have Dragon Quest on this list as well. But number 10 was Knights of the Old Republic. Number 9 was Fire Emblem Awakening. Number 8, Jade Empire. Number 7, Cassette Beasts. Number 6, Wild Arms, the series. Number 5, Chrono Cross. Number 4, Dragon Quest 11. Number 3, Mass Effect Legendary Edition. And then Baldur's Gate 3 rounds out this list at number 2.
Welcome to your rightful spot. I'm really wondering what number 1 is now. And because Baldur's Gate 3 is a fucking mess.
Because, like, knowing that you finished all of these games, what I've now learned is that you are just a fucking dangerous person. Like, the amount of effort that you're able to, like, put it, because it's insane.
Yeah, I do feel a bit low effort when
Like, I feel so
like I'm fucking inadequate.
yeah, I'm not performing well enough. This is crazy.
So that's the thing, right? Like, I used to enjoy reading books quite a bit, but then, like, it was really school that tore that love away from me. So I sort of replaced that with playing RPGs.
So that's sad.
It is, but
fuck school.
Yeah, school's fucked up, bro. That's insane. That is wild.
yeah, I used to love reading, but I don't do it seriously anymore.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, if you get a good RPG,
That's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
right? Like, I am always willing to argue that video games are one of the top forms of media, because in terms of what you get to do in it, even something like a shooter, right? There's effort there, there's care, unless it's a shitty cash grab,
Right.
but there's something you can do. And a lot of shooters have told beautiful stories.
This is true.
It doesn't always have to be this multi-hour game where it's, you know, you're hitting 40 plus hours.
yeah.
There are games that I have played for 5 to 10 that have told beautiful stories, and that's it. I'm done with them.
Yeah.
Hellblade series is good for that.
Yeah.
I really like the Hellblade series.
And I think that's one of the things that big modern games are sort of missing, right? A lot of the AAA sphere, that's one of the things that's missing.
Yeah.
So badly.
Is they're trying to, it's either they want to milk all of your time or your money. And Baldur's Gate 3 does require a time sink, but it doesn't stay beyond its welcome. You choose when you want to put it down. It's there's no dailies, there's no challenges. That's the thing about my list, right? All of these games you pick up and put down when you are ready.
Yeah, I think that in and of itself is that's a lovely
That was
way
an
to-
incredibly fucking poignant thing to say about the industry at large.
Yep.
Damn it. I don't
How do you top that shit?
I don't think you do. I think that's perfect. That perfectly bookends this fucking we're on a journey, boys. And it's gone an amazing fucking place. And with that, we have reached the end. We are Critical Hit, and that was number 2 of our top 10s. Fuck heating up, and
This shit's it's just getting intense, man.
learn a lot about nostalgia, a lot about us,
Yeah.
and yeah, that was some fucking soul searching into the fucking industry too, boys. I like
Fucking
that one.
line up, bro.
Line up. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Find us wherever you find your favorite top 10. It's like 30 now. It's 30 amazing games you should go for.
Oh, we're at 27.
Yeah. And see, it filled out a whole backlog for y'all. Find us on YouTube at CritTube, on Twitter at CritHitOfficial. I forgot to list off the platforms.
Spotify.
Yeah.
Apple. Yeah, Spotify.
Spotify and Apple, that's really it.
Let's go. Spotify, Apple.
New episodes.
Spotify.
Spotify. New episodes every Friday. Until then,
Shame on!
Spotify!